Okay, here we are at Jan's Sausage Emporium, grinding freshly harvested axes to make Czech sausage.
My dad would be proud.
I'm sure he would. The legacy continues and is documented. Okay, this is getting kind of boring now, watching meat get all ground into little pieces, so we'll come back in a little bit.
We don't need much of that.
We'll come back in a little bit when it gets even more interesting.
Bye.
Yeah, we were testing the seasoning and all. We're running it through a second time. This is some Czech sausage. And
Made by 100% Czech.
right. From a secret family recipe that we're going to end up posted on the Sporting Chef and also on gutpile.net. The thing that makes this sausage unique is
Fresh garlic.
fresh garlic. Right. You would be able to use this for an andouille recipe also. But many thanks to Weston for helping keep this tradition of homemade sausage going, and it is now being captured for posterity to be passed down from the generation to generation.
Many thanks.
Okay, we're going to come back a little bit later whenever it's time to get this stuffed. And something else that was unique about this is we did use pork belly in here for the fat. There was no pork roast needed. This was fine young axis dough, and so we opted to use the pork belly to give it the juice that we need for making the sausage. We'll come back a little bit later. Okay, Ms. Jan.
Well, here we go. We're fixing to stuff some sausage, and all this equipment beats the way we used to do things when I was a kid. This is hand cranked, but we ground it by hand, so we were very glad to have this wonderful grinder.
How do you like that feature where you tilt that can to load it?
Oh, that's a great feature. It's really handy.
Sure is.
Back and forth so easy.
Yep. So it used to take, what, 4 or 5?
It used to take 4 people, 2 couples and as many kids as you could round up to make a good batch of sausage.
And you're fixing to do this all by yourself. I mean, short of shooting it and slicing and dicing it in the beginning. I mean, I took care of that for you because I am a gentleman. All right.
Sure.
Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and get it ready and commence to making sausages.
Lock and load.
All right. Okay, so it is a one-person operation at times. It's definitely easier when you got a second person tying them off, so I'm going to go ahead and go back and help her, and we'll show you what the pile looks like when we get through. Okay, Miss Jan, looks like you'd have made Grandpa and your daddy proud.
I know, look at this pile of sausage, isn't that great?
And it was easy enough too, thanks to Weston and thanks to all the other sponsors that were part of this production.
Indeed.
And one helpful hint is whenever it comes time we use natural salted hog casings. You want to make sure you untie that rascal and don't try to just thread one of them out, because otherwise you end up with a big old backlash, and it's a salted backlash and it's more trouble, and you sure don't want to make little bitty short sausages from breaking out the pocket knife out of frustration. So alright, we're going to go ahead and get this stuff put up and in the smoker, and we've got a little bit left for pan sausage there, so
Yep, that'll be good.
it's all good over here on the ranch. Well, Scott, we went ahead and got this Czech sausage smoked. Now, fixing to use a food saver, and we're going to package it up. So here we go. thank you, Ms. Jan, for sharing the recipe,
You're very welcome.
sharing the venison,
very
the
welcome.
pork. In closing, Scott, I want you to know one thing. I was very leery about putting that fresh garlic in there because it did get kind of strong smelling, but I tell you what, this is now one of my most favorite sausages in the whole world, is this Czech sausage with that fresh garlic. So, don't be afraid to try something. It's liable to turn out really good.
That's right. You never know.
Thank you, Jan.
You're
Appreciate
very
it.
welcome, baby. Thank
All
you.
right.